Happy New Year, everyone! Bring on the kazoos, the confetti. It's time to celebrate the Jewish New Year. Just kidding. None of that is about to happen. Because as far as New Year's celebrations go, Rosh Hashanah is kind of dour. We'll stand for hours in synagogue, quaking in fear over impending judgment. Okay, it's not that bad. We do get delicious treats like apples and honey. But did I forget to mention that on Rosh Hashanah, God will look into your soul, examine your thoughts and actions, and judge you for what a horrible person you've been this year? Yeah, I think we're gonna need more honey. But what if that version of Judgment Day, of God weighing your sins and merits, deciding if you're gonna die this year, what if that's not what it's all about? You see, I think the true spirit of Rosh Hashanah has actually gotten a little lost. In this video, we're gonna try and find that true spirit. The Torah never actually calls this day Judgment Day. Instead, we call it Yom HaZikaron, a day of memory, and asking God to remember us for good, which is kind of weird because God is omniscient. He's all-knowing. Why does he need Memory Day? He doesn't. But maybe we do. What is memory? What does memory do? Sure, it helps us remember where we left our keys, but how? The brain is actually terrible at remembering facts and figures. Instead, we encode memory as stories. Want to memorize the planets in the solar system? Tell yourself a story. My very earnest mother just served us 9 pickles. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Oh shoot, Pluto's out. My very earnest mother just served us nothing. Nothing I learned as a child is sacred. Moving on. Our whole identities emerge out of the stories we tell ourselves about our own lives. For example, say you're an accountant. You work really hard. You're angling for this promotion at work, and today you're a little late. You're rushing out the door, and before you go, your 7-year-old daughter spills orange juice on the floor. And you gotta stop and clean it up before you go to work. When you remember this day, a week from now, or even a month from now, you'll remember the stress of your job, the office politics, how hard it was to complete that report for your boss, how badly you wanted that promotion. That's your story. You're not going to remember the orange juice. But what if your story, the one you tell yourself, isn't the only one there is? Maybe when your daughter spilled orange juice, you thought it wasn't a big deal. But the story that you tell yourself, they're pages in a larger book. A book where God is the ultimate editor, the author, fitting your pages into his. Maybe he doesn't think that cleaning up that juice was such a small thing. Maybe when you stopped and you patiently cleaned up that mess and smiled to your daughter, maybe that was a really meaningful moment. Maybe your life, in God's view, is not just about what a good accountant you are, but about how you balance the pressures of your career and the relationships that you have with your family. On Rosh Hashanah, we take the time to think about our stories, the pages that we write, but as part of God's story. How can we make them line up? We remember and God remembers. We reflect on our own lives and ask ourselves, what's my story? How did I spend this year? What am I going to adjust next year to bring my story more in line with God's story? Judgment Day isn't the doom and gloom, weigh my sins against my merits guilt fest. It brings us closer to our truest selves. It brings us closer to God. That, I think, is truly worth celebrating. This year, may God remember all of us for good. Hi, I'm Imu Shalev. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, it's just the tip of the iceberg. We want to invite you to join our Rosh Hashanah course at alephbeta.org that will prepare you to show up to synagogue on Rosh Hashanah feeling ready. It's going to be great. Come check it out at Aleph Beta, link below.